Hundreds of caged dogs in Massachusetts may never set foot outside.
Some scientists say what they're doing inside will improve our lives, while critics argue it's cruel and unnecessary. The I-Team's Leamanczyk has the story.
Ready? For Jack, the joys of a game of fetch are something new.
We just know he came from a lab in Cambridge, but that's all we know.
Now with the Simons family in Sharon, this beagle's history is fading, just like the tattoo inside his ear that marked him as a laboratory research animal.
But they told us that they were allowed out of the cage onto a concrete area once a week.
Jack is lucky. Of the thousands of dogs being used across the country in medical research, many will be euthanized. The I-Team sorted through USDA records. We found 1,300 dogs being used right now as part of research at 12 Massachusetts institutions. Many are beagles, chosen for their size and disposition.
The place where most dogs in Massachusetts are used is in medicine safety testing.
The largest Massachusetts facility is Charles River Labs. The Wilmington company has 750 dogs. Other large companies, veterinary schools, and hospitals also report using dogs in research. The I-Team reached out to several of them, but not one would show us the conditions the dogs live in, and no one agreed to an on-camera interview. Why the secrecy?
There's been a long campaign against animal research and animal researchers.
A spokesman for the Massachusetts Society of Medical Research says his group's members follow animal welfare rules.
They play, they do not live their entire lives in cages, they are not subjected to great isolation or solitariness.
But at labs in other states, animal welfare groups found dogs foaming at the mouth and subjected to painful experiments.
We have done a couple of undercover investigations at laboratories, and inevitably we find violations of these minimal standards, which obviously raises significant concern.
The Humane Society of America says federal animal welfare standards are loosely enforced, with inspections occurring only once a year. They argue advances in technology have made this research almost unnecessary.
We recognize that advances have been made using animals, but with the technology boom today, I think we're at a turning point where we can seriously start looking at replacing these animals.
Animals provide us our best opportunity to see how a new procedure, a new medicine, a new medical device may work when it comes to humans.
In the meantime, adoption groups work to save these animals from euthanasia, getting them out of the labs and into backyards to run and play and be loved like Jack.
When they're finished, why not allow them to have a life? I don't understand it.
At least one local lab says they do put 100% of their dogs up for adoption, but most would not give us specifics. Charles River Labs sent us a statement saying the dogs are essential to life-saving treatments and they exceed animal welfare standards. For the I-Team, Leamanczyk, WBZ News.
Now, if there's a story you think the I-Team should take a closer look at, send us an email, iteam@cbsboston.com. You can also give us a call, 617-779-TIP.